limits for Congress. And mandatory mental competency tests for politicians over 75 years old.
Now, I know this chick didn't come with the ageism. Because, see, there are only two choices in life. Now, I want somebody to straighten me out if I'm wrong, but it's either to die young or live to be seasoned and then extra seasoned. I mean, them the only two choices, because ain't nobody getting out of here alive. Nature gonna take its course. So I'm not quite sure why she made that comment, because she wouldn't want somebody to make a comment about her gender. But there she is, being an ageist. Now, sisters and brothers, we talk about racism, we talk about sexism, we need to talk about ageism, because today's 5-year-old is tomorrow's 50-year-old or 70-year-old if they blessed to live long enough. See, we need to understand that those are the things that we all got in common as human beings, and it doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are, okay? Either you die young or you get seasoned and extra seasoned. See, it's crispy and extra crispy. Those are the choices. I mean, Jackson, am I right or am I wrong about that?
Well, you know, I'm 31 years old now. I'm not quite crispy yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, you ain't crispy but you know what I mean.
But what I was saying that to say that I've lived long enough to have some life to look back on. And so I understand that, you know, getting older is a beautiful thing, especially if you're able to take care of yourself, you know, if you're able to stay relatively healthy, you know, what you're able to learn, what you're able to experience, and then therefore what you're able to give back to the rest of humanity can only come if you know, get crispy and then hopefully extra crispy. Oh, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the nerve of her, just the nerve.
well,
all up in arms with what, you know, Don Lemon said the other day, and then this chick sit up here and make some ageist comments.
Well, what's funny to me is it's like that's literally is hardcore as her criticism of Donald Trump is going to go, because she'll be able to say like, oh, no, I'm talking about Joe Biden, but obviously, you know, Biden and Trump are basically the same age. But it's like, you know, it's like, hey, you know.
His UN, because am I right? She was his UN secretary. She said she wasn't gonna run if he ran, but I guess she changed her mind. So what you just heard was the newly announced Republican contender Nikki Haley announcing her 2024 campaign, also calling for term limits on Congress and the cognitive tests for politicians over 75. Now this is causing a bit of drama because, as Jackson and I just explained, Donald J. Trump is a brawler, he's a brawler. So the remarks are an undeniable strike against her only declared opponent, 76-year-old extra crispy Donald J. Trump. It's all right though.
I'm never gonna get this out of my head now. You just put new vernacular in my brain.
New vernacular.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
My main point is like die young or become seasoned or extra seasoned, crispy, extra crispy. But Nikki doubled down and added, we're ready to move past the stale ideas and the faded names of the past. And we are more than ready for a new generation to lead us into the future. America is not past our prime. It's just our politicians are past theirs. Again, Nikki Haley said that. Now, they jumped all over Don Lemon. Right, you see this? Now, I'm not even saying that I agree with Don on that, because measuring a woman's prime based on whether or not she can still produce a child, you know, that's offensive as hell. But this chick gets to talk about prime on the ageist side. Ain't nobody saying nothing, calling her out and trying to cancel her behind. We got all kinds of different types of rules. But anyway, let me move on past that. Now the fight has begun. Let's put up what President Donald J. Trump had to say. Anybody running for the office of President of the United States should agree to take a full and complete mental competency test simultaneously or before, with the announcement that he or she is running. And likewise, but to a somewhat lesser extent, agree to a test which would prove that you are physically capable of doing the job. Being an outstanding president requires great mental acuity and physical stamina. If you don't have these qualities or traits, it is likely you won't succeed. MAGA, exclamation point. And he let know, hey Jackson, he's like, you wanna play games? Okay, we're gonna play some games.
Showmanship, like you said, you know, that's exactly what it is. If anybody do anything, here he comes. And as long as people are watching them, that's gonna carry people to the vote.
Because what you say, he a megalomaniac. He's a narcissist. I mean, this is feeding into him. She can't handle this. But this isn't the first time that Trump has gone after Nikki. But this time Nikki went after him. So let me just put that out there. Even before she threw her hat into the 2024 Republican primary, let's take a look at this from President Donald J. Trump. The greatest thing Nikki Haley did for our country and the great state of South Carolina was accepting the position of United Nations ambassador so that the incredible then Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster could be governor of South Carolina, where he has done an absolutely fantastic job. That was a big reason why I appointed Nikki to the position. It was a favor to the people I love in South Carolina. And
man,
you got to go. Boo, you gone, you out of here.
And what is Ron DeSantis gonna do with that? Like, come on, man. What is Ron DeSantis gonna do with that? Nothing. He's gonna look like he's not that guy. That's what he's gonna look like.
Oh yeah, the sanctimonious is gonna get creamed.
Yeah.
Put up this from the former president. Nikki Haley had a hard time making the decision to run for president. I can't. Because she very publicly stated that she would never run against the president. He did a great job and was the best president in my lifetime. So he quoting the chick. I told Nikki to follow her heart. Follow your heart, boo. Not her ambition or belief. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. She's polling at 1%.
And wait till he starts doing this on Twitter. Like, wait till he starts doing this on Twitter. There's he's absolutely coming back to it. And two, I really think that he's gonna be even more just like so what than ever before. Because I mean, he's never gonna run for president again after this.
And Jackson, you are right. I mean, the way he has nothing to lose. Nothing. So when you going up against a man or a woman who has nothing to lose, baby, and this is what this man does for sport. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. She ain't ready. They ain't ready. I mean, they just ain't ready. They ain't ready for him. Oh, yeah, let the games begin. We are definitely going to stay with this. Nikki, you opened this Pandora box, baby. You wanted it and you got it. And let me give you a word of advice. And this is advice to anybody, okay? Your 20-year-old, your 30, 40, 50 is tomorrow's 80 and 90-year-old if you're blessed to live long enough. So one of the isms none of us should be dipping into is the ageism category. Nikki, don't do it. Because you did it and then you want to talk about sexism. You can't have it both ways. Don't mess with the extra crispy folks. Leave them alone, because hopefully one day you'll be extra crispy too. All right.